Hello teachers of Century Bridge, welcome to this video. You have been teaching for quite some time, and this is a video that's going to teach you some of the advanced skill that's going to teach you how to be a great ESL teacher. Let's get started. First is you got to sense the students need new words and sentences understanding. So in this level, from now on, if you have the students to read a sentence or to read a paragraph, you will start to feel and sense if the students understand this word or understand the meaning of this sentence. For example, if this sentence, she complained that she didn't get along well with the other people, and for me, I want to ask, hey, do you know what is complaint, or do you know what is get along? So once you start to teach a student for quite some time, you'll start to have a feeling of what's his vocabulary level and how many words does he know, and maybe he doesn't know this word, and you will know about his level, and you'll start to want to ask more questions about the words that you feel like he doesn't understand. So here we don't like to ask questions, especially, so this is very important. So if we see too many words that we don't understand, and we will just pretend that we understand. So it is very important for the ESL teachers to ask questions if the students know this word or know the meaning of this sentence. And the second is to learn how to explain and tell a word's meaning. So there are three ways. First is act it out, and the second is to use simple words to tell the meaning, and the third is to role play it. First is just simply act it out. That's the best way and very direct. For example, the first word screen, I would just usually go, so what is screen? Screen means, oh, that is screen. So very direct, and the students like it. And the second, use simple words to tell the meaning. The demonstration here is nagging. So some of the teacher, they like to use the dictionary and just to tell the students the definition of the dictionary. That is okay, but if the students the student usually still don't understand the meaning after you tell them the definition on the dictionary. So the best thing is you have to use the words the student understand and to explain the meaning. For example, for this word nagging, I will say talk too much. So just talk too much, and you feel it's very noisy, and that is the meaning of nagging. And so you have to feel if you have to sense the student's vocabulary level and use the words that he known to explain the meaning. If you tell them with the words that they don't know, and they just get more confused. And the third is to role play it. For example, if you want to explain the word complain, the best way for me is to act it out, and I will to role play it, and I will go like, Dad, I really hate my boss. My boss is like, he's crazy, and he talks and talks, and then he's always giving me too much extra work that is not my work, and he's like, so that is complain. Okay, so usually you role play it, and it can also explain some of the word that is very difficult to use simple words to tell the meaning. And also the students like it. And third is to help the student to build a story, then role play it. So if you want to ask the student, for ESL class, we want the students to be able to tell a story and to say more and to be able to express by themselves. So if you ask the student, what did you do on the weekend? Some of the students, they won't say a thing. Maybe they say, I don't know. And you have to guide them to some sentences. You say, what? Did you climb a mountain? Did you go out to eat? And maybe you'll say, I go first. I went to a very great restaurant. I had the best pizza ever. So, and then you guide them through it, and eventually you successfully guided them into saying something. And they say, go to climbing a mountain. My father take me. We have fun. And you gotta write down the correct sentence, and then on the screen, and you have them to repeat the correct way of saying it. Thus, when somebody asks them this question besides the class, they are able to to say it in the correct way. So my father took us to climb a mountain on the weekend. We had a lot of fun. So that is something that you want them to repeat after they say these. And then after that, you role play again. You'll go like, okay, so what did you do on the weekend? And then have them to say these things again. Okay, and maybe you'll practice again, and maybe you'll practice again. Okay, so the important thing is they're able to say something, to tell a story, and to tell a story correctly. And the next is be direct and correct their mistake. So many teachers think that if we correct them too much, and they'll feel insecure, or they lost interest, and they feel very scared. Yes, it's true. If it's too many times, that is true. But here we really need it, and we like it. So we like the teachers to correct our mistakes as many as possible. So we need a teacher to correct us. For example, he, she, it. Present tense, you have the verb, you have to plus s. So he likes to go to the park. So if I missed to say likes, you have to correct me. So if I always make this mistake, you will record it, and you will think this is the mistake that I should pay attention to. So it's because if you don't correct me, I will never learn, and I will never change this incorrect habit. So be direct and correct the student's mistake, and the students need it. Next is the last one is you got to focus and don't get distracted. Also, I know this is an online class, and then you don't feel it's easy to feel like you are not too present, and then you can secretly do something. So for example, secretly doing something that is not involving the class. For example, like your text message, and or you will maybe web browse the other thing when you are having the class, and you might feel like it's okay because it doesn't look like you're doing something. So for my experience, whatever you are doing on the camera, it just looks like what you're doing. For example, if you are text messaging, it just looks like you are text messaging. And if you are doing something that is not focusing on the student, it looks like just like that. So be professional, focus on your teacher, and help your student. Focus on your student and help your student, and don't get distracted. So that's all the tips for this how to be a great ESL teacher. Sense the student's need, learn how to explain and tell a word's meaning, help the student to build a story, then role play it, be direct and correct their mistake, focus and don't get distracted. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.